Okay. Okay, I think we're live. Let me go check my page.
Yeah.
This says the video should start soon. If you're live, hello. I'm not sure if I'm live yet, so. Yep, we're live. Awesome.
Yay!
Okay, guys. Yeah, see, it is a camouflage background.
That's priceless.
Cool figure. Okay, so good morning. I hope y'all have your coffee.
Yep.
Mm. So the truth is, we're testing out a little bit of tech today, learning some new stuff. And so there might be some glitches or we might pause to learn some stuff. But in return, we're going to give you guys some massive value. We even have some free gifts today. So this is Heather, one of my besties. And, you know, in the years that I've known her, I've watched Heather inspire everybody around her in the same way. I'm talking about like from massive events with famous people, literally reaching down off the stage, pulling her up there because of the energy that she brings to the table and the freedom that she has all the time.
Oh,
So, how it's going to work today is I'm going to ask her some questions that were questions that I asked her genuinely. And you guys are free to ask your questions below during the live stream or after the live stream. And as always, if there's something that you want to learn about or hear about or somebody you want to hear from, just post it in the comments below. Okay, so Heather.
yo.
Girl, I love you.
I love you too. And everybody watching, I love y'all too.
Yeah. So Heather's my best kept secret because I tend to be a person who isolates and works hard like a workhorse, right? And then it's like play hard, work hard, no in between. So, she's really been such an inspiring example for me to learn how to connect with people and slow down and have fun in the process. I was naturally born with a little bit of like don't give a fuck gene, but um, but Heather was definitely born with the totally free to shine really bright and have fun and be wild and free, cartwheels in public, in front of massive audiences, the whole nine. She's just incredible. So, Heather, what I wanted to ask you today is what is your passion? What is your deepest message? Like to the women that track with me have been on this journey with me, to your audience, to the women listening, what is your deepest message to them? Like no BS.
Definitely. Okay. Say that last part?
No BS. Like no
No
bullshit.
BS. Okay, my deepest message. I love that you're asking me this because I have been focused on crafting this message, and basically my deepest message to the women of the world and all the female entrepreneurs out there and every woman working is be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be unapologetically you. It's okay to be big, to shine bright, be bold, be weird, be silly, have fun. Like that is okay. This gets me super freaking fired up because, and I think that it's normal, right, in our culture that, and in a lot of cultures, that women are just not necessarily held up and edified the way they should be. I mean, literally, we create life. Okay, that is a big fucking deal. I just think that's a big fucking deal, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I think women, we all deserve to be big, be bold, live up and live up to our most massive potential and to speak our truth and literally like dance in public if you want to dance in public. Do cartwheels if you want to do cartwheels.
Now listen,
Make
just
silly
this.
faces.
I get to be on the inside with Heather. Like Heather does this. She dances in public. She's so free. The girl's free as fuck. She dances, she's cartwheels, like that's like she's not just saying this as fluff. And I'm gonna interrogate her a little bit to figure out how she got to this place. So because we all want to have more fun. So
Dude, fun is the name of the game. Okay, if you cannot have fun in your life, what is the fucking point, right? Like, and I know, okay, there is definitely a balance between seriousness, between working, between family, between fun and excitement, but there has to be some element of fun. And for me, it has to be there in everything I do. Otherwise, I just don't feel right about my day if I'm not having a little bit of fun. I literally sing opera when I'm doing dishes. It's ridiculous, but I love it. I can't live any other way. You know what I'm saying?
I freaking love it. Okay, so no kidding, you are probably the freest person that I've ever met. It's
Aww.
not like, right? Like Heather's been really honest. It's not 24/7 all up, right? Like she recuperates and stuff from the energy that she puts out. But who cares? Because she's having fun most of her life. So, how did you get to the place where you're literally that free to just do cartwheels and dance and shine that bright even in wildly public places?
How did I get to that place? Well, I'll be honest. A big part of my story is that I was heavily into drugs and alcohol in my teenage years. And when I got sober 9.5 years ago, from all mind altering substances, I had to find another way to have fun. I had to find another way to express myself. I had to find a way to, I mean, honestly, I'm a lot more fun now that I'm not on crack than I was before. I was literally like a hot mess express for a lot of years, but it was like I had to figure out a way to, I mean, honestly, getting sober really just helped me learn who I was, what I wanted, and how I wanted to feel as a human, as a woman, as a person in recovery, as a woman in the working force, as an entrepreneur. So all of that stuff, like my recovery has really culminated into me being who I am today. And shit just keeps getting better and better. I don't know why or how, but it's like every year that I'm sober.
What is the thing like when you're there and let's say at a walker event, right? And you're there and the energy's up and you're just out and you just like go for it and you just go buck wild. Like, was there a time in your life when you held back and you hesitated being that bright and you had to work through that process?
Uh, I mean, I'll be really transparent. There was a lot of times in my childhood when shining bright was not okay. For me, it was not socially acceptable. It was looked down upon. And I actually recently did a live about this, but I think in a lot of ways, kids with tons of energy are overwhelming to adults, right? Um, but in my adult life, I I mean, I think that it has really gotten to the point where I just don't really care. And I know that so many people can get so much value out of really bringing the energy and having fun and being confident in my decision to show up big and bold and bright. That's what really lights me up. Like being able to share that it's possible for others to do this too. Like it's so possible. And I mean, it should be fucking mandatory, I think personally, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Hell yes. Awesome. So what I'm hearing is really like for you to shine bright and just let loose and be wild and have the maximum amount of fun, intrinsically that that inspires others to do the same. And that's your gift and your service to the world.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, yes.
For you, like for the Diamond Mastermind girls, they've met Heather, they got to experience it, and just for you guys to get a sense of who Heather is, at the retreat that we ran in Maui, they were thanking me for having Heather on the team, thanking me, like, thank you for bringing Heather, thank you for having her here. That's the energy that she brings to the table. Okay, so what would you tell someone who's really struggling with being visible and they're just so anxious or nervous about breaking outside of that box and standing apart from everyone and being seen by everyone? What would you say to them?
Oh, dude, I love this one. I would say, dude, woman, lady, you do not have to be perfect in order to be seen. You do not have to be put together perfectly in order to get your message out into the world. And if you're withholding, you're basically robbing people of the opportunity to hear your message and to receive your gifts, like literally. And I think that in a lot of ways, a lot of us have experienced that fear of being seen, the fear of visibility, the fear of what happens if I show up as my true, authentic, confident, badass mama self, right? Right? So like what will happen and maybe who will I leave behind? But I'm here to tell you that you owe it to the world to shine as bright as you can shine and to really carry your message on your true voice at the top of your lungs, legitimately shouting from the rooftop, like, it's okay. And I mean, honestly, like, think about this. We are in an age where women are still slightly oppressed, yes. However, women are taking over the whole fucking world, legitimately. Like, I've been reading this book by Sharon Lechter. It was authorized by the Napoleon Hill Foundation. It's called Think and Grow Rich for Women. And there are so many ridiculous stats of millions of powerful women. What's that?
What's the name of it? I'm going to put it in the chat.
Yeah. It's called Think and Grow Rich for Women by Sharon Lechter, and she's a financial literacy advocate. And listen, money and women and being in business, like, that's a whole nother thing too. But there are so many brilliant women who are sharing their gifts with the world. And I think that every woman has something to offer, and it is like, literally, the world needs you. They need your message. They need your expertise. They need your gift. They need your energy. And you don't have to be crazy over the top, but you do have to, right? You can be. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, totally. So, I mean, I think that would be what I would say to somebody. And don't wait till it's perfect. Because if you wait until you look perfect, if you wait until you're the perfect size, if you wait until you have the perfect hairstyle, or if you wait until your videos are perfect or your copy is perfect or whatever, like, that shit will never go out, because there's no such thing as perfect, right?
Yeah. And one of the most important things that I tell my girls all the time is when you to the other place, like, once you've given what you have to give, you just do the best you can right now. Tomorrow you're going to be at a better place, right? The value that you gave today, that was not perfect and that was not the best that you wanted it to be, made you a better woman and made you a little bit more seasoned, just that much more, so that the next day when you go to do it, you're just that much more seasoned. So I love that advice.
Dude, can I tell a story? I want to tell a really quick story, super fast. So I don't know about all of you watching or anybody watching the replay, but when I see a woman showing up in her business imperfectly, it inspires me so much to be like, that bitch is doing it. Yeah. I could do it too, right? Like, I met Denise Duffield Thomas of Lucky Bitch. I'm not sure if it's Lucky Bitch Enterprises, but anyway, Denise Duffield Thomas, she is a money mindset coach. And I met her at LaunchCon this past month in October, and I watched some of her videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, she has like a piece of paper stuck to her pants. And I was like, hallelujah, a freaking men.
I remember.
Yes, that. I was like, I respected her so much for putting it out there, even though it wasn't perfect. It's like, I have made a video recently, and I was like, some of it I didn't quite like, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put it out there anyways, because if other people see me being imperfect, they're going to know it's okay for them to be imperfect too. And that is so important that we remember that, because perfect don't exist. Like, that shit is a shiny unicorn that will never exist.
Hell yeah. Okay. I love all of this. I love you, girl. Okay. So what do you tell the people? What does it feel like, right? Like, I remember when I was first building my business, I had a woman come to me. Actually, it was in Bali. And she looked me dead in my eyes and she said to me, if you make this brave leap, I promise what's on the other side is so fucking awesome that you can't even imagine it right now. right? And I believed her. There was something about what she said. I believed her. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to do this. I have no fucking clue what's going to happen, but I'm just going to do it, right? And it was terrifying. Oh my God, it was terrifying. And she was right. And every time since then, when I go to make that brave leap, I have found that what's on the other side is so freaking amazing. So any moment that I ever have with a woman or another human being, a man who's sitting in front of me, that I can look them dead in the eyes and tell them, like, I promise what's on the other side is going to be so amazing. Can you let the viewers know what does it feel like on the other side of that? So choosing to be that bright and that free and inspire that many people. Let's say, after the walker event, after the retreat, let's say after the retreat, when all the girls were like, we want just more of what Heather has, more of that. What does it feel like in that place after you've been brave, you've been the leader, you shined really bright, you were that bright light for everyone else to start having permission to be bright too? What does it feel like on the other side of that?
Honestly, on the other side of, for me personally, of being myself and opening up and just being unapologetically me, it feels like I'm floating, and it feels like the coolest thing, because it feels like I'm literally, I wonder if anybody ever watched the Care Bears. Okay, I'm a total Care Bears nerd right here. So like, it feels like I'd be floating on a cloud with a bunch of other powerful women who are doing the same thing and who are inspired by that and see that. And when we do these things, we all rise together. And like, that's a huge theme that I learned from you, Mandy, that we rise together, right? Like a rising tide raises all boats. And so for me, it feels like, I'm getting, like, I'm lifting myself up. I'm edifying myself and teaching other women that it's okay for them to do that for themselves too, by my example saying, look, I'm going to build you up because you deserve it and you are worthy. And this is truth.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I got to say, if I had to put a physical sensation on it, it would be like a floating feeling. Yes, Amanda, Care Bear stare.
Is that what this was?
No.
No,
No, she just remembers Care Bear stare. It's like, oh, magical, bro.
that's so funny. And listen, right? Like, we all think that, like, but if I'm truly myself and if I really expose who I am, right, fully, full blown visibility online, then something bad's going to happen. And let me just tell you, like, doors open that would have never opened. Like, I remember the time when Heather and I were out at an event, and literally this wildly multi-million, he might have even been billion because he actually superseded Jeff Walker in his event. So, and he was down in South America, and he came and asked, I need to run an event. I need someone to get the whole, like, hundreds of thousands of people amped up. Can you come to the event? Like, the opportunity that opens up just by fully being yourself, just by expressing and being who you are. And one of the most important parts is being able to have a voice that might be a little bit controversial, right? Like, it's a little bit controversial. No, it's not a little bit. It's fucking wildly controversial for me to truly teach to people that you're allowed to believe whatever the hell you actually believe, because anything other than that is just pretending. You're just faking that you believe something else. You are who you intrinsically are. You believe what you actually believe. And going through the process of allowing yourself to feel and explore and experience things, to integrate that into our body, is so freaking important. So when you allow yourself to feel the floating, right? I compare it to running, like a runner's high. That's like the
Yeah,
closest I
yeah.
can compare it. You allow yourself to be free as fuck and you just stop caring, right? If you are hardcore Christian girl and you want to draw in other Jesus followers and be really biblical scriptural, do that. You'll find your tribe, right? I did a post about this today. If you want to be the F-bombing, dropping, hardcore boot camping girl, do that. If you want to be the crunchy granola yoga girl, that's woo-woo and building her wand sticks for people, do that. Like, why are we pretending we're not who we are? We are who we are. That's what it is, right? And I have never seen a better example of this than Heather, ever, right? And if I'm, if Heather's, I know Heather, she just is transparent 24/7. That's why we were best friends. Right? So one of the things about Heather is that she's really honest about stuff she still struggles with, right? Like, she's human. It's not like I'm just perfect and it's all easy. It's still a struggle for her. She still has to remind herself why she's doing this, what she's doing it for, to show up and let her, true voice be heard and be seen. I still struggle with letting my true voice be heard and be seen. It's always a new level. It's always the next level, right? So wherever we are, we can be complacent there, or we can take it to the next level, and we can have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. It does not have to be so difficult, hard, overwhelming, and complicated.
Totally, totally.
Okay,
So
we're gonna get you guys a couple gifts in a minute. Heather has some gifts, and I'm going to give some gifts to Heather's audience. But I want to see if Heather has any other lingering words of wisdom that she wants to share.
Well, I wanted to just kind of piggyback on what you said about, being yourself. Honestly, like I just, for women, when we are unapologetically ourselves and are speaking our truth, right? That shit is disruptive, and it needs to be disruptive because in the marketplace today, in the world, we have to disrupt it. Otherwise, things will never change, right? And so I think that's really important, an important piece for me to remember what it makes me passionate about speaking my truth, being unapologetically me, literally like, and not being afraid of what people think, not being afraid of being judged, not being afraid of, not being worried that others are going to be like, she's weird or she's too much or, she's really too silly and that's not professional. I say, fuck all that. I don't really care. Like, I love and respect your opinions, but if you don't like me, then don't be with me. Don't watch me. Don't look at me. Don't be around me, right? Like, I'm cool with that. The one thing that I feel like has helped me learn this the most is remembering that not to take it personal. I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me. And I have to remember that. I cannot make everybody happy. Right, Mandy? Can I get an amen though? Really, like type amen in the comments if you can relate to that. You cannot make everybody happy. It just doesn't work. It's not possible. So, that's one thing I think. And then another thing I did want to share, because you and I have another piece that connects us a little bit. And this is synchronicity right here. But Mandy and I share the same wedding date. We both got married last year on the same exact day. And I find it really funny and fascinating that, like, just the journey of entrepreneurship and being in this space of, working with other women. And this morning I pulled a card from my goddess deck, and it was Diana, the moon goddess. And what it meant to me was, supporting the women who care about me. And I so love and support Mandy and all of her girls, all of her audience. And it's like, I freaking love you guys all. And we literally have self-selected into an amazing community. And so I just think that I want to give a shout out to everybody watching live right now and watching the replay. You guys fucking kick so much ass. And I hope that really that I am able to inspire people to literally speak up and ask questions, be imperfect, and just get your shit out there in the world, because people need you, girl. Like, people need us. So I think that that's just really important to remember.
Do it now. Do it better. Do it again. Do it now. Also, I'm always telling myself, do it now. Do it better. Do it now.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's a good technique for sure. I mean, it gets it done, right?
That's my hashtag. Whatever works. Hashtag butt pleasures.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay, so now we're gonna give out the gifts. Okay. So, how am I gonna do this?
I think I can put mine right in there.
Okay, so what Heather's gonna do? So Heather's been a health coach for a while. She's the most nutritious, conscious person I know. It's freaking amazing. Every time we travel and she's in the room with me, she's always doing the food. And
my gaggle of animals are barking behind me. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine. My husband. So okay, so gifts. So Heather has created a something tree. That's my husband's gun.
Yeah, no, Linktree. It's just basically a place where I can house all my freebies that I give out to people, free challenges and PDF, ebook stuff.
So Heather has been a health coach for a while and is now a visibility coach, helping other coaches and other women learn how to breathe free as fuck. Let's call it what it is. That's what it is. She's a fun coach. She's a get your shit done and have fun while you're doing it coach. That's what she does. So she's got some freebies for you guys that she's going to post the link right in the comments below. And the thing I'm offering is $50 off the group I have coming up, learning how to be seen. It's really a lot around the same lines. And now it's funny because I don't remember what I called it. Called, I'm going to look right now.
Just put it out there, right? It don't matter. It don't have to have a name.
Yeah.
Rock out.
Oh, right. So build your 6 to 7 figure business being your true fucking self. That's the name of the group coming up. So I've never done a group like this. Excuse me. Super cheap, super affordable. I'm going to be doing live trainings, with homework. So everything's recorded and it's $50 off to anyone in Heather's tribe, anyone in her email list. So she'll send out a code word for that to get $50 off for that anytime before we start. We begin on the 24th with the pre-work. So Heather, did you post your link?
I sent you a chat. I'm not sure if actually, I think I can post it in.
Post it right in the comments. And I'm posting right now the link to the new group coming up.
Did it show up in the comments? Because I'm actually not sure if my chat with you shows up in the comments on the feed. Does it?
I'm gonna look.
Holy see, I see myself.
I see yes from you. Yes.
Oh, okay, here.
Hey Jenny.
Boom.
Hey Alana, Amanda.
Okay, their link should be in there now.
Dana. Okay, Freedom.
Oh, I just saw it pop up. Cool. I love it when tech works. Speaking of tech, too, can I talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay, so the acceleratecoachingacademy.com/freedom is the new group. Build your 6 to 7 figure business, being your true fucking self, right? Like, I know that it seems like just being yourself can't really make you more visible and make more money and serve more people. It seems like you have to know some kind of like magical equation, but you don't. This is really a journey of letting who you truly are and your purpose actually live through you and stop getting in the way and blocking it. That's what this is a journey of. So that's what that group is for. Anyone who, yeah, Amanda's already in.
Hey, Amanda. Woo! Maybe Mandy will have me guest star in one of her videos.
Oh, yeah. Heather is always a good thing. Heather's link that she just posted is her link with her list of freebies that you can opt into and choose which ones you like. You can also find her on her Facebook page at facebook.com/Heather Hartman Coaching.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I'll type that in while you share what you're going to share.
Cool. So what I really wanted to say was about tech. Because part of what we were going to talk about a little bit was procrastination. Am I getting ahead of myself?
Oh, you're good.
Good. Okay, cool. So I was going to share a little bit about what I have learned from being in this entrepreneurial space and watching other women and watching other people, get started, right? And as a startup, in my business, I had a really hard time with tech. And so I procrastinated the shit out of like learning tech for a while. And now what I learned was that tech is just a tool. And the procrastination really came from, my discomfort with being seen. And it was like, okay, if I hit that go live button, then people are going to see me on Facebook and people are going to see my face. And I have like all these expectations and a lot of that stuff really came, I think, is a deep seated fear of success. I actually saw a post by another awesome coach, Nick Tilia. You know Nick, right?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's a fucking amazing. But he had put a post out there that was all about, you're not afraid of failure, you're afraid of success. And this I know to be true for me personally is like that idea of success is terrifying. It's a huge responsibility. It's a ton of pressure. And when we are out there being seen, being visible, being ourselves, our true, authentic, unapologetic selves, right? Like the likelihood of us attracting our tribe and actually gaining that traction, getting that success and getting that visibility is like 10x, which is scary, right? So I think in one of my biggest messages also for anybody who's watching is, dude, tech is just a tool, and we got to stop telling ourselves the story that, oh, I don't know tech, or it's too hard, or it's too complicated, or it's too frustrating, or takes too much time, or I don't understand it. Like that was my thing. I don't understand it. My husband works in information technology. And I'm like, I don't understand it. And he'd be trying to tell me something. And I'd be like, I don't know. It was so frustrating that I don't understand it.
Solve this problem and then I have to be seen.
Yeah. That was the truth of the story, right? Like, so, and I think that's really important to remember. Tech is just a tool. It is a tool for us to get our message out into the world. And that's so important. And when you procrastinate on doing stuff, think about it. Are you procrastinating because you're afraid to be out there actually like being seen? Or is it because you're afraid of like the fucking massive success that you're about to fall into, right?
It's funny, I never put those pieces together. Like why it's like this is so basic and it's obvious, but putting them together really clearly. People are terrified to be seen because everyone around us tells us, play small, don't say that, believe this, do that. They put all their shit on us. And then we're trying to manage all the shit that's put on us. And in the meantime, we're trying to step into something that's going to broadcast us being seen. And that's like the toggle in the challenge, like no greater battle between the part of us that wants to stay the same and the part of us that wants to grow and change. Like there's the battle, Oprah Winfrey. I love that quote.
Totally.
Oh, so good. Okay, so I played around with technology a little bit. I was able to change the screen a little bit. We got the so Ari's here. Hey, girl. Yeah, Jenny.
Hey, Ari.
Next group too. We can see Jenny in there. Woo-hoo. Okay, do you guys have any questions for Heather or for me? So I did agenda and the plus signal, and I was able to change the screen prompting.
Dang, girl.
Q&A time. Show.
Aw, thanks, Ari. We love you, lady.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so make sure there's no lag with the questions. Oh, I didn't show it. Q&A time. Show. Can you see how I changed the little red thing, Heather?
I can see it. Yeah, across the bottom. That's awesome.
Okay, so maybe no questions. I don't know how long the lag time is on this. I just don't want anyone to feel like they were left out.
Yeah, no.
Checking.
I know somebody's got to have a question. Don't be shy, ladies. Come on. Bring it on. I'm for real. Don't be shy. There's no stupid question except for the one that doesn't get asked. Has anybody ever heard that before?
No, never. Okay, looks like no questions. So that was an awesome coffee.
Is the chat working? Let me look in the actual, are you looking in the Facebook?
Yeah, because Ari typed in "You Ladies Rock."
Got it.
It's cool. I'm cool with no questions. People can always post them later. So any lingering stuff left over? Okay, here's something. What would you like to share about me? Because my audience is constantly asking for a behind the scenes look into who I am and what my life is like. So I'm gonna, Ari says major lag. Okay, so so we know. So thanks, Ari, that's helpful. So I'm just gonna give you friggin' carte blanche to share something. Hey, Dasha. Oh, what a pretty name.
So, okay, something to share. What I want to share about Mandy is that Mandy has this innate gift for edifying other women, building women up, and not letting them get away with their own bullshit. And I love that about you. Everybody says that you're a no BS type of girl. And I love that. But not only are you no BS, but you're also loving and gentle and kind enough to build us up, to build other women up, your clients, your peers, your daughter. I see how you parent, and I think that's fucking amazing. Being an entrepreneur is no joke, right? When I first came into this space, somebody said that it was the hardest path that you could actually go on, right? It's crazy. And you have basically been a shining example of the fact that you can parent, you can still be present in your business, and you can still be powerful enough to hold that space for your clients and for your audience to edify them, build them up, love them up. And I so respect that about you. And I've learned a ton about how to literally add value and love up on my clients and my audience from you. And I just want to tell you that I appreciate that so much. You know, and one other thing is that, kind of along the same lines, is that can you hear me?
Yeah, I said, love you.
Oh, I love you. That people, I don't know if this is something that anybody has heard, but I know in my life that men build my ego and women build my self-esteem. And you are a perfect example of a woman building other women's self-esteem. And I so respect and appreciate you for all that. I so love you for that.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love you. So, hi, Andrea. I totally thought you were going to tell some silly story that was going to embarrass me. You're so sweet.
Well, you know, I mean, we definitely have a lot of stories. And I will say that, you know, part of another huge piece of why I love you so much is that you have been you've played a huge role in my life in just me being myself and allowing myself to really get bigger, really take up space. And, you know, I think that in a community like this with, you know, in the entrepreneurial spaces, as sisters, as biz sisters, we got to build ourselves up and build each other up. And this is a lifelong process. Like, it takes time, you know?
Remember what life was like before tribe?
What's that?
Remember what life was like before having a tribe and like-minded people and friendships like this?
I don't ever want to go back to that.
That was awful. Okay, so I want to, thanks, Ari. Heather, you're
I saw Dawn too. What's that, Dawn?
Oh, yeah, Dawn. She's in here too.
I should go get my cowboy hat and put it on just for Dawn.
Okay, so one of the things that came up for me that I learned, right? Like, so in this thing, we're talking about a lot of the things that I'm going to be running in the group coming up, right? And so in my head, I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. In my head, I'm like, oh shit, we're covering all these things. These are things that I was going to cover in the group, right? And so this is just, this is part of the process. That's what comes up in my head. And then I'm like, instantly I've learned, finally. Before I would have been like, oh crap, now I'm not gonna have, like, I don't have enough to say, my voice doesn't matter, I don't have enough value to give to people. What if I let people down? What if I don't give them like all the things that they were looking for? What if I can't help them get the result that they're looking for? And I used to carry that weight and that burden, right? And so part of that, going through this process, is learning to hear that voice and be like, yeah, fuck that. We're doing that now. We get feedback, we get more information, and like, okay, I covered that. What's the next thing I can cover? And one of the most amazing things is like, Heather and I, collaborating or working together, like, cool, Heather's got this part covered. I'll go do this part now. Right? Like, okay, let's say I'm going to bring to the audience, like, I'm going to help people really understand, like, you're allowed to believe what you believe. And Heather's going to teach people you're allowed to be free as fuck, have fun, and you don't have to worry about what people think. That's collaboration, bringing together, instead of like, oh, shoot, she's teaching something similar to me, I'm teaching this. Now we're going to take each other's clients away. That is not how it works. And that's not the kind of world that we want to be building, right? It's just not. So I know that so many people are terrified of being connected with other women, or allowing people to come in, allowing them to come into your business, allowing people to see your vulnerability, to see the real you, those parts of you. But that same shit, that same pattern that's stopping you from actually letting yourself connect with people, I promise you, because this is something that my sister has taught me. You're this way on the screen. She has taught me over and over and over that you can trust people, over and over and over, that being your fucking true self and being who you truly are lights other people up. It draws your tribe to you, and the people that are meant to be with you will stick, and the people who aren't will fall away. And you want to start that process. When's the best time to start that process? When?
Yesterday.
But I'll take today. So seriously, Heather, thank you so much for the kind words. I love you to death.
Totally.
And thank you for being my best kept secret.
Oh. I'm not gonna be a secret for long, girl.
Oh, a secret. Yes, she is, guys. Okay, so we scrolled out there a little bit. Let me see if there's any questions.
Oh, thanks, Andrea. So can I say something really quick? Andrea just said I have the best smile, and I love that. I so appreciate that, because in my so the story is with my smile. I'll tell you a little really quick story. I had braces for 4.5 years. I got them off graduation day when I graduated high school, and I only wore my retainer for 6 months, and then I stopped wearing it, and my teeth shifted again. So I have this huge gap right here, And my dad gives me shit about it all the time. And so for a lot of years, I was like, I really want to fix it. Like I didn't feel good enough, and I was really self-conscious, and I would never smile really big because like I have a gap and I'm gummy and I'm like, eh. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to change it. So I might as well just embrace it, love me for me. And fuck what my dad says. I love my dad, bless him. But like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of how I have come to this place of just be free as fuck, because any other way, and it's basically like a resentment waiting to brew, right? Or, yeah, that's basically the story. And so I really appreciate that. Like, I feel like that is validation for me to say, hey, I did it, you know? Like, I love myself, even though my smile's not perfect. Like, I couldn't be a dental model. Oh, well.
People currently are poking at those wounds currently, right? Like
Yeah.
some people think like, oh, it's easy for them or easy for them to like knock it off. Like I was the girl on welfare business coaching people, right? Like Heather still has people who she loves tremendously and wants to support her that are still poking at wounds with her and pouring salt in, right? Like they're just excuses. They're really just excuses. There's nothing different about us or me than anybody else on this call, right? Like nothing. We are the same. We are all the same. Just as hard for us as it is for anyone else. Everybody has the same amount of hours in the day. It wasn't any easier for Oprah than it is for us, right? Like that's just
amen to that. Oprah is a freaking goddess. She's amazing.
Hell yes. Okay. Dana camera. I made it. Okay. So let me see if there's any questions that I missed.
I saw something pop up from Ari about how to learn tech stuff.
Oh yeah. How can I get Heather to help me with tech? Cool. We'll reach out to you, Ari.
For show. Go show.
Anyone else? Maybe it's Rock. Two of my favorite. Oh, look how sweet and amazing the people are on here.
Dude, I'm seriously like, my heart is beating out of my chest. I feel so grateful to be here with you right now, Mandy. It's really freaking amazing.
Me too. I love you, girl. More of you is always good.
I wonder if it's light out yet. It's so dark over here on the West Coast.
Okay, I don't see any other questions. So let me make sure we covered everything. We sent out the free gifts. Y'all know about the group coming up. And then I've tagged Heather's Facebook page down below, so you guys can all go join Heather's Facebook page. For the coaches here, new here, so still trying to figure out what y'all offer. Stacy, awesome. So down below, if you want to check it out, there's a link from me. I can actually just type it in again for you guys. Accelerated Coaching Academy.com. Plus, you can always go back and watch the replay. AccelerateedCoachingAcademy.com/freedom. Is the group coming up if you want to learn how to build your business being yourself, or show up in the world being truly yourself and shake off all that shit that's stuck to us that doesn't belong there. It really is a journey and process. And if you knew how to do it yourself, you would have done it by now. If that brain and the way that it operates and thinks was capable of figuring out how to do it differently, you would have already done it differently, right? So stop isolating, stop telling yourself that you can't or you shouldn't or whatever. Like there's literally no excuse on this one. This is like the cheapest thing I've ever offered ever for Black Friday sale. So there's no excuses for that one.
Hallelujah. That's amazing too, by the way.
Yeah, hell yeah. I made a clever setup so that I could do that. Okay, so what did we learn? I want to hear you guys' biggest ahas. Stacy. Ooh, I like this Stacy girl. She's cool. Love your energy. Yes. Yeah, awesome. Check out the group. I'd love to have you. So what is your biggest takeaways from this for other people that maybe are going to just skim through the video about freedom? And for my brave ones, right? We got 16 people on here. I would love to hear from my brave ones. What action step are you going to take to step into having more fun and being free as fuck? Right? Like, what are you going to do? Mandy is still working on me to shake off my stuff. Andrew's like one of the sweetest, most incredible women I've ever met in my entire life. I love her. By the way, if anyone here or who's watching this video is looking for someone to help them through menopause or through the phases of your life when you have, your kids are kind of grown and you're in that transition phase and you don't really know what to do and you're feeling kind of down or feeling kind of just like life doesn't have a lot of purpose, Andrea Weiss is the girl for you. Right on here, you can see her. That's the coach for you.
Nice.
Okay, so let me hear it, guys. Come on, don't chicken out and don't click off now. What is your brave action step that you're gonna take to be free as fuck and let yourself be more of who you are? Kelly, do you remember when you had your little dolls and you were like, should I use these? And I was like, girl, that's who the fuck you are. Go use it. Right? If you're an artist, be an artist. Get silly on my videos.
Yay, Kelly! I love it. That is amazing.
Yes, I love it. She's so unique. She's got this creative mind, and like she does digestion and like all like whatever stomach issues. And then she has these dolls with like these names like for people who have like visual learning and stuff. It was amazing. It's like I probably would have skipped by the video, but how many hundreds and millions of other people wouldn't have, right? Like her being herself is going to blow up her business. Cami, definitely.
Jenny, I just saw a comment. Jenny said, trying to quit being scared of being seen. Oh, we're talking over each other.
And Jenny's in the group. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cami said, definitely a great reminder to be seen and don't worry about what the naysayers say or don't say, but just give the eye roll. That's right, girl. Cami
That's
is
awesome.
Powerhouse.
Hey, and one thing too, when you're talking about action steps, like a brave action step, get really specific. Maybe it's even just going on Facebook Live for 1 minute to share your experience with something that really touched you deeply, right? Something specific.
Good advice, Heather. Trying to quit being scared of being seen, be heard on Facebook. Embrace my wrinkles, Dana said.
I love it. Yes.
Beautiful, inside and out. What a beautiful woman. She helps, Dana helps women who have, even gone through cancer and stuff like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Illness. Yeah. Andrea, Kelly is amazing. Yes, she is. All right, we got a couple more. What's your brave action step? Oh, Mara, stop being scared of rejection. Stop being scared of judgment. Hell yeah. Hopefully you're in the group with us, Mara. This exact shit we'll be working on.
I know. I love that. I love that. Hey, so what about like for an action step for that? It could be affirmations. Mara, tell yourself, I am worthy. I am deserving. I am not judged, right?
Yeah, one of the things that I was told to do back in the day when I was first working through this stuff is to do mirror work and look in my eyes in the mirror. And what I realized over time, like at first I hated it. I wanted to kick somebody. I wanted to like kill them. I was like, I would get so angry. And then I realized, like, if you don't have someone in your life saying, girl, you're fucking awesome. You're amazing. You did a good job today. Well done. Way to have your own back. Way to show up for other people. The best of you is coming through. You're learning fast. You're growing. You're doing an awesome job. You did good enough today. Right? Like if you don't have someone telling you that every day, you need to be that person telling yourself that every day. Right? One, get a coach, right? Because you need a coach to encourage you and pull you to that higher level, toe that line for you. But two, go in the mirror and tell yourself that. That was awesome, Heather. Thank you.
Totally. Affirmations are a huge part of.
So Dasha said authenticity. Yeah.
Love that.
As fuck to be myself. Did I miss any other one?
I know you guys can't see me, but I'm hip rolling right now.
I was telling my mom how big your ass is.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to remember why that came up. Why was I telling my mother how big your ass was? I think I've been losing weight, so mine's getting saggier, and I like shit it. And then I was like, I said something about like, I don't know what it's like to have a big ass, and I was talking about your ass for some reason.
Oh, God. Oh.
All right, Dawn. My brave action is to be more vulnerable on my lives and share more about my story. Hell yeah, Dawn. Another fucking incredible woman. I was drawn to Dawn the second I met her. Like, who's it? To you, Heather? And I was like, ooh, there's another good one in the group. Remember when I said that to you?
Yes, I totally do.
I was like, Dawn is so awesome. That's really funny.
Love you, Dawn Runyon. You're the bomb.
Jenny, being consistent, being seen consistently on social media. Andrea, celebrate the small wins. Yeah, Jenny, put it in your fucking calendar. It needs to go in. If you don't put it in the calendar, it's not going to happen. You and I both know it. Andrea, celebrate the small wins. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Celebrate the small wins. You have a tribe to celebrate those wins with, Andrea.
Oh, hey, by the way, speaking of putting it in the calendar, one of my free challenges I'm running that's starting November 20th includes an editorial calendar for posting on social media. So that could be a really good way to get people organized, and that's legit a freebie. So hook yourselves up with that.
Is that on your tree, the link you posted?
Yes, that is the Explosive Exposure Challenge.
Is that
it's a 100% free challenge.
Is it a group? Is there a group created for that? Or is
yes.
it? Okay, can you type the link into the group?
Hold on a second. It is. Say again.
Yeah, you can go find it. I'll keep reading.
Dang, there is a huge lag. Wow.
Ari said, not caring what I look like before I go live. Yeah, girl, listen, I can't even tell you. I told my brother I'm going to be the first person ever to reach multi-millions that has greasy hair and no makeup. So I'm trying to use the discipline for days like these, but for any of my clients that know when I show up on my Zoom calls and I'm with you, I don't give a shit about that stuff. I show up and I'm with you. It's all about like us and being together and growing. And I don't really give a shit what I look like. Sometimes I just finish working out. Sometimes my mom had surgery and I did whatever. And like, I just show up how I show up, like in my pajama pants and my hair in a pony. Like that's what it is. Go for it, Ari, right? Be yourself, be more, you're allowed to have what you want. Where do we sign up? Dasha. Okay, so the group that's coming up is acceleratedcoachingacademy.com/freedom. I'll put it in the links one more time. And then Heather is putting up a link to her 5-day challenge right now. That's totally free 5-day challenge that she's just gifting her community. Accelerated.
Yeah, there should be, I saw Dana post, there should be links in the comments to everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coachingacademy.com.
We come prepared with links.
Wait, what did you say?
I said we come prepared with links.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, where was I? Where do I find this information? I tuned in. Like, there you go. There's both the links right here, Dana and Dasha. Not caring what I look like before I go on lives. Love you, ladies, to the moon and back. We love you back, Dawn.
Oh, totally. Every day. All day, every day.
Oh, Heather, where do I find this information? There's the link. Okay. Did I miss anything? Celebrate small wins. Brave action.
Oh, Dana said she's not seeing the links. There is a bit of a lag, so the links may be a little bit further up. I don't know, Mandy, is there a way that you can pin the links? I've tried to figure that out and I couldn't figure it out. I might have to Google it.
Good question. Oh, look at that. I can.
Cool.
Yeah, acceleratedcoachingacademy.com/freedom. And Heather's is one that I can't. I wonder if we can tag her. I love Dana. I'll do anything for her. I don't care how long it takes. She's I do. I just love this girl to death. Okay. I wonder if I can copy and paste from your. I can.
Word. What are you looking to copy and paste?
Your link.
Oh, gotcha. On the header?
No, it won't show. It's way too long, but I can go in the Facebook and leave this page. I'm doing some crap that I don't know what I'm doing.
You're hilarious.
I love this girl. I don't care.
I love Stacy's profile picture. It looks like she's standing in front of water or sitting in front of water. Super pretty. I
accidentally pinned Dana's comment.
That's hilarious. What the heck, girl?
Pinned comment. Okay. All right. This is just how we roll. Okay, I'm not seeing them. Oh, because Dana's on one of the shared things. Interesting.
That is so funny.
We'll look at all this after. The cool part is we get to teach this to our clients too.
Totes. Oh my gosh. Honestly, literally, Mandy, have you found this to be true for you? The best way to learn is to teach it.
Yes. Actually, I was just telling my clients that the other day. I was saying in AA, what's the number one way that, like, because all my clients are like, well, I'm not good at that yet. Like, but that's something I'm actually, it was Andrea. She's on here. It was me and Andrea last night. Just like, but if I'm struggling with that, how am I going to help other people with it? No, that's exactly how you heal, and that's how other people heal, because you get what it's like to be them. You're in it with them, and who's more empathetic, compassionate person than someone who, like, that's a pain point that I deal with. We're always meant to teach the very thing we struggle with. So if that's something that you struggle with, and you're teaching it to someone else, and you're being in it with someone else, you heal, you grow, you're doing the work, you'll grow faster than with them. That's how it works. You only have to be one step ahead of them. Yeah. And then I was talking about, like, in AA, what's the number one way that you can
stay sober?
Sober.
Giving it away, baby. That's how you do it.
Yeah. So if you want to stay visible and seen, help someone else stay visible and seen.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Dana should see pin comment. Build your 6 to 7 figure business being your true fucking self. Okay, cool. So thank you guys. I was just able to check out a whole bunch of just said those exact words. What did Andrea just say? Let me scroll down. Celebrate the small wins. I wonder what she means. Maybe she was talking about our stuff last night and being able to
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she was saying, yeah, because she was saying like, if I'm struggling with this, how can I teach it? Yeah, girl, I was on welfare teaching people how to make money. Not on welfare no more. All right, awesome. Okay, so those are the links. Is anyone else not able to? Love you guys. Have an amazing day too, Ari.
Love you, Ari.
We're gonna wrap up here. Does anyone else have any other questions or unable to see? I did pin your comment, Dana. Sorry. Learning tech.
She found it.
Oh, she did?
Dana said, got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, I pinned it to the top. And because I think when we shared this link on the different pages, the feed comes up different. We'll have to look at that after.
Oh, got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it may or may not. Okay. Any other questions or comments? Got it, ladies. Thank you. Awesome. Just so those exact words. Okay, I think we're good. Two things. Check out the links. Take action on the friggin' things that you said you're going to take action on today. Don't wait till tomorrow. It's not going to be any easier tomorrow. Do it today. Do it now. Do it better, right? And I'll see those of you who are joining the group in the group. Heather will see those of you who checked out her Facebook page and her free stuff coming up.
Yes, and thank you so much again, Mandy, for giving me the opportunity to share my message and to be on with you today. I'm so freaking honored that you asked me to be here with you, and I'm so honored to be able to share hopefully some little tidbit of inspiration with your people too.
Girl, I only wish I had a multi-million-dollar platform for them to see you, because the world needs a lot more of you. A lot more.
We're building it. We're building it, baby, together.
Yeah. I love you. Okay, so that was one. The second thing was, I don't remember now. I don't know. Go have some fucking fun. That's all I can think of right now.
Dance party, you guys. It's time for a dance break.
The other thing was, if there's things that you're wanting to hear, you have questions about, post them in the comments. We will be checking these. We'll be looking at the comments, right? And I'm happy to create content. Like, I listen to you guys. That's what I do. All right, I build my business getting feedback, and oh, they need this. Okay, I'll create content for that. So if you need content for something, post it below and let me know. All right, I love you. And listen, tag other female entrepreneurs that you know in this comments. This is what I watch a lot of, and I'm going to keep calling people out on this. I watch people being in scarcity and not sharing it because they're like, oh, I just want to hoard this information to myself. Don't do that.
Hey, that is so important. Okay, I want to piggyback on that. Collaboration, right? Generative collaboration is what lifts the energy. It's what lifts our spirits, and we need it, right? We need to hold each other accountable and hold each other to a higher standard and lift each other up as female entrepreneurs. Okay, this is really critical. I'm not fucking around. This ain't no joke. That's what we got to do, right? Generative collaboration. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop now.
And listen, you're not ever going to feel comfortable doing it before you do it. You're going to feel comfortable doing it after you've done it a few times. So just get your ass in here, right? So spread the love, call other women with us together to hire, share your resources, give all your value, what you have to give right now. Don't hold it for later, right? This is the journey. All right. I love you guys. Corey Ben. Hi.
Hey, Corey. What's up?
All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next week for Coffee Chat with Mandy. Hope you guys enjoy the free gifts. I'll see the rest of you in the group, and I'll chat with y'all later. Thank you so much, Heather.
Love you all.
Bye-bye, guys. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, end broadcast. Right. Oh, I want to see if this, hold on. I just want to play with this for a second. Okay. It does change it for the audience too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, maybe not. Hold on. I got to refresh to see if it does. I'm just going to play with the tech for a minute so I know what it does.
You are cray-cray, girl. Cray-cray.
Only one way to learn. Oh, yeah, it did change it for the audience.
No. Oh, wow. Check that out. I see myself. That is a big head right there.
It's just you with my creepy voice in the background.
Wow, that is really funny. I'm serious though.
Now it's just me with your voice. Let's lip sync. Let's say, what is it? Something about make it real. Take action and make it real. Ready? You're gonna use your voice. Ready? Go.
Take action and make it real. Okay, there was a little lag there, but that was really freaking cool.
Oh my god, that was funny. Okay, just remember it's still live. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. All right, and I can write on-screen updates. So,
this technology is super duper fun.
Corey Ben, this is epic. Look at this.
What is that picture? Is that really Corey Ben as a child?
Maybe.
Corey Goldman, you need to change your last name on your Facebook page and get your ass out there and be seen, mofo.
Yeah, love it. Got it. Thank you. Look at this.
Oh, that's cool. Oh.
Dang it. Okay, now we know for next time.
That's really awesome. I love it. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Corey wanted a song.
I'm excited to look further into you ladies. Your energy is so contagious. I think it would help me in my coaching business. Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Get it, get it, get it.
Oh, look at it. It'll show the whole thing too.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
Oh. Amen, Be Live. You are the shit. We love you.
Showed your whole thing. There it is.
Nice.
Whole thing. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So the only other thing we need to learn is how to change this background.
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
That's hideous.
Camera freeze.
Okay.
Love you guys.
All right, so now I just hit end bar. Okay, I love you guys for real. Thank you for letting me play with the technology.
Bye.
Bye, guys.